What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. About to head into the studio, but last night was absolutely wild from a news perspective because I'm reading Donald Trump Jr.'s, whole explanation of what's going on. Him basically confirming what it is that we already thought, that this whole administration is just plunging this world into World War III, but we'll get into that in a second. And then prior to that, I actually had a private shopping event at the Gucci store, which was awesome, and they treat me very, very well.
So this for you, on behalf of Gucci. You know, you do a lot of great things for us here in the city, so Gucci wanted to gift you your own...
Oh, snaps!
Your own advent calendar, you know?
That's sick.
Yeah, a lot of great things you do for us. And then we'll just open it from here. Sit that there out your way. And then here. And then...
That's crazy.
And you just open that up, and that's you. Yeah,
that's this is sweet.
Yeah, that's for you.
So how do I...
So every day,
what is that?
So like every day till we get to Christmas, you open it up, there's always something new.
So day one, like they all label, and you get...
Oh, snap, seriously?
That's so
That's
sweet.
December 1st. Don't open them early, though.
Yeah,
You gotta wait till December 1st.
So there's always something in there for you each day.
Tom Dog feeling special. But usually I'm the one that's giving them from her. How she get a gift, though? I don't understand. Oh, my God. This is sick, though.
Yeah, for you, man.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
So I can't open this until...
I mean, well, December. Yeah, December 1st. December 1st. It's 20, yes. It go all the way up to Christmas. For you.
That is sick, bro.
Thank you for what
I
you do.
appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Snaps. Oh, I feel great. See how that works? These guys are great.
Thank you.
The best ever. They have some of the best customer service that I've ever seen in my entire life. If you do come to Detroit, make sure you visit the Gucci store. It is absolutely awesome, right behind the Hudson's building. Thinking about having my birthday there. They'll come in, open the store, close it on a regular basis, allow for me to do my thing. So absolutely awesome. I love everybody over there. I told y'all I was gonna shout y'all out. Shout out to y'all. But let's deep dive into this whole conversation about Ukraine and Russia and what's going on there. What the hell is happening in the United States of America? Could y'all imagine having voted for this administration, basically Kamala Harris, to be a continuation of Biden, which will be a continuation of Obama, which is a continuation of Clinton? Could y'all imagine that these warmongers stayed in office for another 8 years? I can't. Nowhere in the world I could ever imagine that being a thing, because look at what they've plunged us into. Now, I think that there's two things to take away from this. Number one, they are warmongers. The Democratic Party are the party of war. They've always been warmongers. Outside of Bush too, they've always been advocates for war. I think that the Democratic Party today is not the Democratic Party of yesteryear when I was growing up in the 80s. And, I think that they're trying to sabotage this incoming administration. And so because Trump has basically chosen peace, he has a history of peace and making sure that, we withdraw from war. And if y'all remember, in the Afghanistan pullout during the Biden administration, they left $80-something billion worth of equipment over there, and now they was parading around in our equipment just a few months ago, earlier this year. Now, they've authorized U.S. military equipment, missiles, and money to continue to use long-range missiles to attack Russia, which basically puts us at odds even more. Instead of deploying diplomacy, they've decided to plunge us into war with less than 2 months leaving out of office in this administration. How do you do that? So now you got Russian and North Korean troops mobilizing. You also have more strained relations with China, which we're already in a tariff war with them because they're trying to infiltrate the United States of America, including our manufacturing bases, through Mexico. Then Trump renegotiated the North American Free Trade Agreement in order to make it fair for all sides. We have an explosion of finances going into NATO, which European countries are not paying their fair share, but then they want to sit here and advocate for, more taxes on the United States of America. And then now we're plunging further into war instead of trying to have a diplomatic situation so that we don't fall into a deep, deep, deep recession. And then obviously the whole world is in chaos because as the US goes, the rest of the world goes. We also have proxy wars in Israel, and then we also have another proxy war with Taiwan, which obviously that is a semiconductor chip war that also plunges us into chaos and issues because we're in a race for technology so that we can be more warmongers going forward. And it's just so dumb. It's so stupid. I don't understand how these people are not educated enough, and I'm talking about the voters. Imagine if they can do this within 2 months of the administration left. Sleepy Biden and Kamala Harris and the rest of these cronies and crooks behind the scenes that's doing their thing. If they can do this with less than 2 months left in this administration, imagine the type of chaos they could have done in another 8 years. We've only been with this administration since Trump left office a little over 3.5 years, 3.75 years. And now we sitting here facing economic disaster. And I believe, and this is my prediction, and this is one of the reasons why we're going to talk about this on the Millionaire Morning Show. I believe that we need to make sure that we gird up, learn new skills, prepare ourselves financially, and stop becoming so dependent on who's going to be president, because it's the people. It's you guys, not you guys that's a part of this channel, but the general public that determines who's going to be president, who's not going to be president, who's controlling the House, who's controlling the Senate. Thank God we got it right this time. But who's to say that the next group of people that then turn 18, 19, and 20 are not going to be the ones that ultimately determine that we are going to go further in the war and they want to go back with the Democratic Party because they forgot how good we have it right now when we going into this next Trump administration, similar to what we experienced in 2016. We had unprecedented peace, unprecedented power, unprecedented growth, wage growth was booming, low inflation, no new wars, and then we wound up getting this election stolen from us, and then people validated it, and now they still validating it, thinking that we care something about reproductive rights on a federal level and legalization of weed on a mass level. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. And it aggravates me. It genuinely aggravates me. It irritates me because we are voluntarily voting ourselves to be ignorant. And I'm not even talking about what we did this election cycle because we figured it out. We got it right. We pulled them to the finish line to make sure that we can continue to run the bag up. But, these liberals and these people in this Biden administration, we still have to live with them for 2 months. Now, think about this for a second, because it was people that was sitting there talking about, oh my God, what's going to happen with Trump? What's going to happen in the last 2 months with Biden still being there? We ain't worried about Trump because Trump got a history of peace, of diplomacy. John Jones, it was a feel-good moment prior to me finding out what was going on with this Biden administration. It was a feel-good moment to see John Jones present Trump with the belt, with the winning belt, and then do the Trump dance prior to getting this stupid news that Biden has authorized U.S. long-range missiles to strike deeper into Russia. What the hell is going on here? Imagine people telling you that the person that isn't racist, the person that isn't a warmonger, the person that look at things diplomatically, the person that said that, oh no, China and Russia are not our enemies. They're just adversaries that got a different view of how it is that they want to do things economically, and we need to be diplomatic so that we all can end this war and make sure that we all get what we need. Imagine being that person versus the person that historically has always been a part of the worst things that's happening in America, and y'all thinking it makes sense. Make it make sense. How did they do a brain fuck on y'all so bad to where you honestly believe that the person that is worse for America versus the person that's already in there destroying us makes sense? Make it make sense for me, because I don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out, and it truly does not make sense for me. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. I got an exclusive video dropping to y'all in less than 24 hours that help y'all run up a bag. Also on top of that, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. And last but not least, make sure you get your tickets to come and kick it with me in person. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know inside of the comments what y'all thoughts are. Imagine that the American people had got it wrong and we didn't pull them up to this situation in the first place and what we would be dealing with. It's crazy to even think about, to be honest with you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to see y'all on the Millionaire Morning Show.